Those some crazy dudes up in there. Half deer, half man.
Over here, I could use your help.
Oh, old Jakarn. See, this is where I get a little torn because I haven't actually met him before. And in theory, I wouldn't know the whole backstory about him. But just look around real quick. Got a castle up on some rocks. Giant stone donuts. Those are always good times. Some candles. Okay, well. Let's see what you want.
Fresh off the boat, eh? High Isle is a good place for an adventurer to earn some gold, provided you have the right connections. The name's Jakarn. My patron needs someone like you. An unknown, so to speak. It'd be worth your time to befriend her.
Well, given that he's a thief out of character, I guess it's not too surprising that he would come find me, but I'm a little concerned about who his patron is, so...
Lady Arabelle DeVoe. Maybe you've heard of her.
Nope.
She's a famous investigator and author. Diplomat, too. Which is why she's here. She runs in circles way above my station. But I owe her a debt that I'm trying to pay. Maybe you can help me do that.
Hey, your debts? What's in it for me?
A fair bit of gold, most likely. Lady Arabelle works for one of the richest nobles in all Tamriel, Lord Baccaro Valoris. He's sponsoring an important conference here on the island. But there's a problem. Trust me, the payday will be worth it.
Okay, stranger. Guess supposed to meet her now, right?
Lady Arabelle will appreciate an outsider's perspective. She's at the Gonfalon Bay docks with Lord Baccaro, if you want to introduce yourself. The problem I mentioned, it involves some missing ships. Anyway, tell her Jakarn sent you. I'm her favorite.
Yeah. You're her favorite because you are money, or what's the deal?
Long story. It involves multiple maidens, a few princes, and one charming rogue who stole all their hearts. Then the authorities got involved. Fortunately, Lady Arabelle agreed to take responsibility for my good behavior. Now I owe her.
Good behavior. Okay. Well, let's see what the deal is. I guess we'll go meet your lady friend. Very bright and happy area here. Like there's clouds and such, but there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of shadows. Everything's all very bright. And a butterfly. I'm chasing this one. Why aren't you coming with me? A little disconcerting. He's like, go talk to my patron, but I'm not coming with you. Because I owe her money, and yeah. Alright, so this is how we get around. That's the new trials and such. Okay. Go ahead and jump in. Somebody else. Cool. Alright. It's kind of cool, the water and such. Oh, it already did jump back there. Okay. A moth just hanging out? Okay. It's a giant moth. Thing's like bigger than I am. Guess this is the main zone here. It reminds me a bit of, I think, is it Conandra? Canembra? Yeah. Kind of very happy medieval town. Nothing too out of the ordinary so far. Umbra. Can't say that name. Never said it out loud before. Okay, so random people running around? Yep, looks like it. Where is this lady at? Seems to be giant hammer signs. Nope, that's a dead end. Artisans are in here. I feel like I'm still not quite going the right direction here. Hey, you got anything good to sell?
I use only the finest fabrics, blessed by Stone Lord Druids. It can't hurt, right?
Clearly, looks like you're wearing some sort of silk. Let's see, I would want to sell. I have ash, bones, and I think that's all you're getting. 15 lockpicks. I feel like I picked up way more than that. Alright, we'll go with it. Let's see, let's go ahead and follow this down. More quest stuff. We won't mess with that right now. It's kind of a cool statue.
My dockers
Carrying a
are
ship.
watching for your cargo, Lady Arabelle. They know it's precious.
There was a storm off the coast. Perhaps.
Oh, maybe she's here.
Forgive me if I do the job you hired me for, Lord Baccaro. You there. Might we speak?
Who's you? Sure.
I have a keen eye
Oh,
for
those
talent,
glasses.
my dear, and you're practically oozing it from your pores. I am Lady Arabelle DeVoe. If you're looking for gainful employment, I have a proposition for you that pays exceedingly well. Care to hear more?
Well, if you can hook me up with your stylist, yeah, I'm all over it. That outfit is killing it.
Oh, nothing tawdry, my dear. We'll be too busy for romantic shenanigans before long, I expect. Some precious cargo was supposed to sail in on the morning tide, but it never arrived. I need someone not known around the island to be my eyes and ears.
Just your eyes and ears? But a few other appendages you can use.
While tales of my exploits credit me with all sorts of talents, I can't be in more than one place at a time. I could use a fresh face to mingle with the locals, determine if anyone knows anything about my 3 missing ships, and
There's
their
30 now?
cargo.
That was 1 missing this morning. Why not? I got the better to do right now.
Lord
Just chilling.
Baccaro's conference can't proceed without that cargo. Here's what I need you to do. Check the inn, the lighthouse, and the Lockabane shallows. See if anyone knows or saw anything. Then meet me outside the north gate to compare notes.
This dude has a conference? What's the deal with that?
The gentleman beside me, Lord Baccaro Valoris, leads the Society of the Steadfast. They're a philanthropic fellowship that provides aid to people who have suffered in the Three Banners War. The Society is sponsoring a conference here on the island.
Alright. What's the purpose of this?
That's a well-guarded secret, my dear. Perhaps after you've proven yourself, I can bring you in on the details. For the moment, knowing any more won't help us find out what happened to my missing ships.
And what happens if we don't find your missing ships?
That's not an option I care to contemplate, not while there's still a chance to find them. Forgive me for being evasive, but it's a rather sensitive topic to discuss in public. We've already faced adversity, and the conference has yet to begin.
Yeah. Alright, you want me to go check these places out? What's the deal?
Certainly. Since you're new to High Isle, I understand you may not be as familiar with the local area as I am. What do you wish to know?
Everything. Tell me about the lighthouse.
Gonfalon Head Lighthouse, blessed by Kinnereth herself, stands atop the hill just west of town. It offers an excellent vantage from which to watch the nearby waters. Perhaps the lighthouse keeper saw something that will help.
That would make sense. Something like the storm Lord Baccaro mentioned?
Possibly. When ships fail to make port, it's only natural to wonder if they were damaged or blown off course by a storm. The lighthouse keeper has a perfect view of the approach to Gonfalon Bay. If my ships were out there, she might have seen them.
Yeah, she seems like the first person I'd want to talk to then. What about the inn?
The ancient Anchor Inn sits just up the street near the city gate. It's one of the more popular places on the island. In my experience, inns are an excellent location to pick up rumors.
And to get into fights. What about the last dude?
The currents of Lochabane are strong. Flotsam from the open sea often washes up along the shores of the waterway. Some of High Isle's poorer folk comb the beach looking for salvage. Let's hope they haven't found any today.
Okay, so which one should I go to first? It must be the lighthouse.
Wherever you think is best, my dear.
Yep.
But do get started soon. My intuition tells me that some sort of mischief is afoot, and my intuition is rarely wrong.
Well, since you have such good intuition, who the heck are you?
Me? Oh, I'm no one special, my dear. I've been an adventurer, a Lion Guard officer, a spy, a diplomat. People claim the Investigator Vale stories are about me, or that I wrote them. Ridiculous. I'm retired now, but I still dabble from time to time.
Dabble? Here I ask what you dabble in? Did you write them?
Oh, pish posh. Do these look like the ink-stained fingers of a writer of overly imaginative and lurid tales to you? I'm rather fond of the bawdy investigator and her adventures, though. They remind me of my younger days.
Alright, so I'm not going to worry too much about what else you have going on. Let's talk to this dude.
Ah, a visitor. Or another one of Lady Arabelle's associates. Either way, welcome to our island. Baccaro Valoris, founder of the Society of the Steadfast, at your service. I hope you find your visit to High Isle restful and profitable.
I like his voice. Got a nice voice actor. Let's see. You mentioned a storm off the coast.
Yes,
No, he didn't.
a sudden squall of unusual intensity. It died out just as quickly as it arose. I noticed it off to the northeast. Dark clouds filled that part of the horizon. Perhaps our ships were delayed by the shifting winds, or decided to wait out the storm.
Okay, that's enough for now. Figure the rest out in my investigation, if you will. Let's see. I want to look for the lighthouse. Like I was saying earlier, I think the lighthouse is probably my best option, since if anything even came to port, they'd be the first people to see it. So that definitely seems like the most intuitive place to try and start finding information. Colorful shutters.
What do you want?
Huh? What do you want? Trying to fight? Alright. Lighthouse appears to be up here. Let's poke this bear in the booty hole. More suspicious folks hanging out. We'll deal with you later. I'm busy right now. Can I go out too? There we go. Still, this that's it over there. Probably that's it.
My
I don't
dockhands are watching for your cargo, Lady Arabelle. They know it's precious.
Wait, did she just teleport out here?
Perhaps it delayed the ships.
What the?
Forgive me if I do the job you hired me for, Lord Baccaro. You there. Might we speak?
I'm so confused.
Lord Baccaro's conference can't proceed without that cargo. Here's what I need you to do.
You just told me this.
The
In the other
lighthouse
room.
at Lochabane Shallows. See if anyone knows or saw anything.
Yeah.
Meet me outside the north gate to compare notes.
Yeah, okay. We discussed this already for like 10 minutes. I'm really confused as to how and why she just randomly spawns back over here again. Let's see if maybe we can get over here. Unless you can swim, maybe not, but... Giant clam? Dinner is served. I don't know what that is, but we'll take it. Giant anchor over here. There is, looks like a little bit of a trail here, or was. Wonder how far away this is. Didn't really seem very close before, so maybe I need to come up here and go over the little mountain area here. More strange colored shutters. Interesting trait. Okay. Hello, random dead person. Feel like, should I start asking questions? Is that an enemy? Not targeting like one. Okay, well. Wow, okay. We're gonna play like this then? Guess we'll just start murdering these people real quick. Never mind what they're doing up here and the fact that they probably murdered the other lady over there. Kind of suspect. But what were they trying to do up here, I wonder? Apparently steal some lockpicks. Ooh, they are dark elf armor though, so for the sake of fun, do this. One of these buttons. That looks so tacky. Oh lordy. Okay. I need to hurry up and get some real armor, it looks like. Yeah, not wearing that, so no big deal. I guess we're out in the real world now. Well, quote unquote. Getting enemies and such. But we'll just run up here for a bit. Check out whatever is going on with this lighthouse. Wow. Little party going on up here. Apparently I missed the invite.
Oh, a traveler. I thought those vile knights had returned. Forgive me. I must continue praying for the return of our idol. Without it, this tower's light will remain dark.
What happened to the light?
This lighthouse is special. It's blessed by Kinnereth, the god of winds and sea. No fire serves as a beacon for nearby ships, but the divine light of Kinnereth herself. But without the sacred idol, the light cannot shine. Alas, the idol was stolen.
Was this the people you said were here a minute ago?
Knights in unmarked livery broke in and stole the Kinnereth idol. I watched the scoundrels flee to the west with the sacred edifice.
You're helpful.
Perhaps, dare I ask, would you be willing to recover the idol for the lighthouse so
You
I
just-
may restore the beacon?
Just let them take it? That depends. Tell me who they are first.
They may wear the garb of knights, but the ruffians who assaulted me carry themselves like robbers and outlaws. Whoever they are, they're dangerous. Be wary of them, and may the wind guide you.
Well, it's a little more comforting if they're not trained. Might have an easier time, but why would I want to help you, honestly? I don't know. Better be some gold in it. But I guess I'll go find them.
Bless you, traveler. Please understand, to my order, this is more than just a lighthouse. This beacon spreads Kinnereth's blessing across both land and sea, but only with the idol in place, so it must be returned.
Sure. What else can you tell me?
It is marvelous, is it not? This is actually the second beacon to stand atop Gonfalon Head. It dates back to the early 1st century. When I assumed my duties here, the tower was in poor repair. Dangerous, even.
Seems fine now.
When Duchess Alea Dufort assumed her father's duties a few years ago, she ordered a complete renovation of the structure. I'm sure she wanted to protect trade in Gonfalon Bay, but she spared no expense in rebuilding the lighthouse.
Okay. Okay, I guess we're hanging out down here. Just teleports me out, okay. Well, I just kind of like just ditched my duties to the other lady. Say duties, and don't exactly seem like a very reputable person, but suppose we're tracking these ruffians down now. I can jump down here. And let's see, I think I do probably have some sort of a mount here I can hop into. One of my previous. Let's see, I need a mount. That's new. But just a regular horse is fine for now. And how did I call it again? Good question. One of these buttons. Best part about playing on consoles, you don't have to remember all this crap. Alright, well, guess we're looking at the controls. Toggle mount is H. There we go. That's pretty fitting for me, I think, right now. Just a chill nobody. Now the time it took me to do that, I probably could have just ran there, but I suppose it doesn't hurt later down the road. Is that really like a monster fighting a monster? First time I've seen that. Usually they just kind of run about and do their own thing. Oh, they're fighting people now. Well, dead bodies is encouraging. I guess I'm going the right direction. Let's see. Night. Take a band of recruits to the Gonfalon Head lighthouse and remove the idol. Lord wants to distinguish. Do not damage it. Just take the idol, find a good hiding place, and wait instructions. Alright, so apparently some sort of magus is doing it. Although apparently it's just sitting here. It's not very well hidden. But okay. Guess it makes my life easy, so go ahead and run this back here. Those two dudes are still fighting in full health. There's so many questions there, but I'm just gonna leave that alone for now. Alright, there's a lot of water out here, out in the islands. Seems pretty peaceful for the most part. Alright, let's go ahead and head up. Yeah.
Here, and I shall call forth its light. Mother Kinnereth, this traveler has set right the desecration of this holy place. Return to us your blessing, and let your light shine over the land and sea.
Well, it's a very convenient way to be able to start a fire.
I cannot thank you enough. With the idol returned and the light restored, we can ensure the safe passage of many a weary traveler. Is there any way a priest of humble means could repay you? A blessing, perhaps.
Let's call it a blessing. Let's see. 3 ships never arrived in Gonfalon. Did you see anything from all the way up here?
Shortly after the lighthouse was pillaged, I spied 3 ships on the horizon. Then suddenly, the clouds darkened, and a terrible storm began to blow in. I lost sight of the ships after that. Perhaps they were simply blown off course?
Well, that seems convenient. Do you guys have a lot of storms common around here?
Aminos is notorious for its storms, but Kinnereth generally blesses High Isle with fair weather. I wonder, the way the storm swept in seemed unnatural, and it happened so soon after Kinnereth's idol was removed.
Do you think that's why the knights attacked the lighthouse?
The idol has little value outside the lighthouse. Its light does not shine in any other location. My order believes Kinnereth's light blesses High Isle. Why steal the idol unless the knights meant to revoke her protection? A troubling thought indeed.
Indeed. Alright, well, now that this is burning and like we're just kind of chilling here, just longingly gaze off into the sunrise. Or, well, you know what I mean, yeah.